In December 1944, as Nazi forces launched their final push in the Ardennes, a secret weapon turned the tide of the Battle of the Bulge. What Germany didn't expect was America's technological edge, a revolutionary artillery shell equipped with a proximity fuse. This powerful innovation, quietly developed in secret, would forever change the nature of warfare. This is the untold story of how Colonel Oscar Alfred Axelson's unauthorized deployment of proximity-fused shells transformed artillery and brought destruction to Nazi forces like never before.
Proximity fuses were a breakthrough in military technology. These radar-equipped shells were designed to detonate at a precise height, 30 to 50 feet above enemy positions. The result? Airbursts with unparalleled killing power. The force multiplied the shell's effectiveness by 50 times compared to conventional artillery. Small vacuum tubes within the fuses could withstand incredible G-forces, up to 20,000 G. Together with mass production, these fuses became a game-changer on the battlefield, and they were produced in absolute secrecy at a cost of $1 billion and by over 100 companies working in the shadows.
The Battle of the Bulge was Hitler's final attempt to break the Allied lines and turn the war in his favor. German forces, determined to split the Allies and capture crucial supply routes, launched a full-scale assault. They never anticipated the deadly surprise that awaited them. The proximity fuses, developed in secrecy, would prove to be a weapon of unmatched destruction. What they couldn't know was that America's secret weapon was about to turn the Ardennes into a deadly trap for German forces.
In a matter of days, 200,000 proximity-fused shells were fired at the Germans. The results were devastating. These shells exploded with pinpoint accuracy above German formations, wiping out entire battalions in mere seconds. It wasn't just about killing. It was about eliminating entire divisions, breaking elite SS units, and cutting off the enemy's ability to fight back. At Malmedy, the SS found themselves facing the unimaginable. A single burst from a proximity shell could wipe out an entire company.
The proximity fuses inflicted staggering losses on German forces, 15,000 to 20,000 casualties in total. Entire units vanished under the precise firepower of airbursts. One of the most remarkable accounts comes from General Patton, who witnessed 702 German soldiers fall in a single engagement at the Sauer River. It was a massacre, enabled by an innovation that had never been seen before in combat. These fuses had a lethal efficiency, and the Allies had turned them into their greatest weapon. Bastogne was under siege. The German forces surrounded the town, hoping to crush the last Allied stronghold in the Ardennes. But the defenders had an unexpected advantage. With the help of proximity-fused shells, American artillery shattered the German lines, breaking the siege and saving the town. In Bastogne, as elsewhere, these shells devastated the enemy's ability to launch an effective offensive, ensuring that the Nazi forces could not maintain their momentum. So, how did these proximity fuses work? The secret was in their vacuum tubes, compact yet incredibly powerful devices capable of surviving extreme conditions. These tubes were the brains behind the fuse, ensuring that the shell detonated at exactly the right moment, maximizing the blast's damage. The fuses were so precise that they could trigger an explosion above the enemy at the perfect height to destroy everything beneath it. Mass production allowed the Allies to create 40,000 units a day, making them a constant threat to the German forces. General Eisenhower once remarked that if Germany had developed the proximity fuse first, D-Day could have been a disastrous failure. The power of these fuses, capable of turning artillery into an incredibly effective tool of destruction, was unmatched. The Allies had an advantage that the Germans simply could not counter. The fuses not only gave the Allies the upper hand in the Battle of the Bulge, but they also altered the balance of technological warfare for the rest of the war.
The proximity fuse wasn't just a weapon. It was a symbol of how technological innovation could change the course of history. What was once a simple artillery shell was transformed into a tool of precise, devastating destruction. The Battle of the Bulge marked a turning point, where the speed of innovation outpaced even the best battlefield tactics. It showed how military technology had advanced to the point where it could win battles in seconds without the need for brute force.
As we reflect on the Battle of the Bulge and the role proximity fuses played in it, we see that it was not just the soldiers on the ground who won the battle, but the minds that developed the technology that helped defeat the enemy. The proximity fuse marked a new era of warfare, where technological superiority could determine the outcome of a battle. It was a victory not just of tactics, but of ingenuity, and a victory that forever changed the way wars would be fought.
Through the lens of history, we can see how the proximity fuse became a game changer, leading to Allied success in the Battle of the Bulge. This documentary is based on verified accounts from military reports and historical research, shedding light on one of the most significant and lesser-known innovations of World War II.